connecting Indigenous musicians and artists to the world. Welcome to Indigenous Superstars with your host, Rhonda Head.
Hello, everyone. I know I haven't been around for a while. I ended up catching COVID, so I had to recover from that. And then in the meantime, I'm still in school, and that's been taking a lot of my time with assignments. But I'm back today with a really awesome guest. And I just want to remind everyone we're streaming live on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. So you can go back and check on past shows that I've done. And it's a pleasure to be back. And also I wanted to, in the past month, we had the Indigenous Superstar Music Awards. So I just want to congratulate all the winners that won awards. There was 17 awards that were given out, and it was pretty exciting. And next year, we're going to plan on having it in Winnipeg and live. So now that COVID is starting to lift around the world, like we're starting to gather again, and a lot of musicians are starting to perform live again. So next year will be a live show. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And I know for myself, I'm getting a lot of gigs coming up too. So that's pretty exciting. The one exciting thing I want to announce is I'm going to Las Vegas on Thursday to attend the Grammy Awards on Sunday. So I'm really excited about that. So without further ado, I'm gonna read the bio of my next guest, my 101 guest. And my guest is JC Campbell. And his bio is growing up with a father who sang the blues and a mother who loved classic soul and country. It seemed as if JC Campbell was predestined for a life making music. With 3 albums now under his belt, the Winnipeg, Manitoba-born Campbell has hit his stride with his new release, Lately, a seven-song collection that brings together all of his influence while offering powerful messages of hope in dark times. Please help me welcome my good friend, JC Campbell. Yay!
Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. How about yourself?
Oh, I've been very, very busy.
Yeah, well, glad to hear you made it through that COVID. I had no idea you were nabbed by it.
Yeah, I got it right after Trappers Festival, and I went out and celebrated with everybody. And apparently, a lot of people got COVID at the events that went on, and I was one of them.
Oh, hey, shoot!
So yeah, it took me about 10 days to recover, and then from the actual sickness, and then it like there were some lingering effects for about 2 weeks. I was tired, and I had a really sore throat, and so I just wanted to rest, and at the meantime I was still in school too, and it what I said held me. I was 7 days behind of work and school, so I had a lot of catching up to do, and so yeah. But I'm actually glad I got it, because I'm planning a whole bunch of trips in like to Las Vegas, and then I'm going to New York. One of my friends there is having a CD release party, and he invited me to perform with him, so I'm really excited. Delbert Anderson Trio.
Ooh, hey,
and yeah, and then I'm hoping to get to Australia. So I'm immune now. I'm going to take advantage while I'm immune.
Gonna do some circling of the world.
That's right. So Creator didn't give me COVID for nothing at this time.
Well, I'm happy you got through it.
Yeah, me too. I'm really happy because I lost some family and really good friends to COVID, and I'm really grateful that I survived and made it through too. Yeah. And what about you? Well, we're going to talk about you with all you have lots of stuff going on right now, and I know you have a album that you just recently released. I'm just going to put up the picture of, where did it go now? Oh, here it is. That's your latest your latest album. It's called Lately.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know what inspired you to compose and write the lyrics for this album.
Well, I think these songs were ready a while ago. Things kind of got shut down there, of course, with COVID and stuff, and we were Medellin Music and I were set to record, just after the pandemic hit. So, it was tough sitting on these songs for the years prior. I mean, like, I think there's one song on here that is recent, like in the last in a month or so leading up to the release, and the other ones, for the most part, some are as old as 5, 6, 7 years ago, and then just in between, there's a few that were written during after the pandemic started and everybody was hunkered down. It worked out good for me, anyways, because it gave me time to sit in the van and help those creative juices going. It sort of seemed like a couple of songs really came easy during that time of kind of what's going to happen. Emotions were high, everybody's stressed. You know what I mean? I think it was good as far as that goes, creativity wise for me, and had me in the van. I wrote "Walk in Love." What else was there? "Sweet Soul Love." "Meth" was sort of written before that, but still carried on. The songs themselves, they're kind of all over the map, so to speak. There's no real theme that I had going on into the recordings. It was like got out to Toronto once things opened up a little bit there, and it was like, okay, let's see what you got. And so I showed Mark the songs that I brought with me, and we ended up with these songs, and they go from bluesy all the way to ballady, and there's a piano song that I see this guy right here, that their piano, I'm hoping to put it to use. I'd love to be able to sit at a piano and sing a song during a set. So I'm very happy with how the album turned out, and there's just a good broad spectrum of sounds that came out. And of course, Mark Medellin did his magic on the soundscape of it all, and it's just I'm so thankful and happy to have met the Medellinans, and happy to still be able to put out some product for
That's
the peeps.
awesome. So how did you meet Mark? I know
Well,
I know how, but I want to tell the fans out there how you connected with him.
Yeah, well, the biggest connection, like, because we met way back at Amp Camp time at some point, or it was either Amp Camp or it was probably even before out in, I think, BC. I was out there and I did some kind of Amp Camp thing, not Amp Camp, but Aboriginal music program thing out there, and I'm pretty sure that's where I first met him. But it was just a kind of introduction kind of a thing. But the real magic happened in Banff. At the Indigenous Songwriters residency. Do you know how to pronounce it? Because you were there too.
I don't know how to pronounce. I don't remember. Mary Lane, is that how you're saying it? Mary Lane?
Pardon me?
Mary Lane? Mark Mary Lane?
Oh, Medellin.
Medellin. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, Mark, you're probably watching.
The management. So while we were out there, there was a good bunch of artists that were lucky enough to go and set up camp in Banff at the Banff Center for Creativity and Arts. I think that's the name of it all. Just amazing time that happened out there, and international artists, and everybody kind of recorded some music out there and did a set out there, and just lived out there for 2 weeks, right?
It was 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Holy crap. Yeah. You'd think I would have got more done.
Right before Christmas.
Yeah.
In November, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So and that's really I think when the kind of more of a connection happened there, and we had talked even then about some management, and I think it wasn't until what was it called again? Oh, no, New Orleans. The you know what it's called there?
Focal Alliance. Is it Focal Alliance?
Yeah, Focal Alliance. That's it.
Yeah.
Out there, actually signed on the dotted line. You know, kind of or finalized the agreement, and we went from there. And then that's when things really got shut down shortly after that. Yeah, that's kind of how we got to be hanging out, Mark and I.
That's so awesome. I love Mark. He's such a great guy.
He's such a good guy.
Talented and lots of fun to hang out with. Yeah. But he works hard too. He's a really good all around guy to know, and I'm grateful to have met him as well, and his beautiful wife too.
Yeah, smart and funny. You know, you can't go wrong with smart and funny.
That's right. So do you want to perform a song? Sure. Okay, you got the screen.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about the new album, I'll sing maybe the title track called "Lately" to start off. You know what? That's not even what I was gonna sing to start off. I was gonna sing something more happy, and then ease into the sadness of the other songs. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna sing "Walk in Love," which was a video kind of release that we did a while back. The first single from the album, and it's called "Walk in Love." I ain't gonna say you can't hold my heart in the palm of your hand like you wish you could, but if you hold it right, all the love inside is yours. You can hold your heart against mine, and I'll hold both our hearts for the rest of time. How can we find a way to stay together till the end of life? I feel like getting lost in love again. I can't wait to get down to your knees. We can walk in love, we can walk in love, just as long as we stay in the arms of us. And if we hold on tight, all the love inside is ours. You can hold your heart against mine, and I'll hold both our hearts for the rest of time. You can hold your heart against mine, and I'll hold both our hearts for the rest of time. We can walk in love, we can walk in love, just as long as we stay in the arms of us. If we hold on tight, all the love inside is ours. hold your heart against mine, and I'll hold both our hearts for the rest of time. Yeah, I added a little bit in there.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So if you're just tuning in, I'm interviewing the awesome singer-songwriter JC Campbell, and he's my 101st guest on Indigenous Superstars. So welcome all. I just want to welcome, there's a whole bunch of Kims on, Kim Stafford and Kim from Kansas. So welcome to the show this evening. And I'm so happy to be interviewing again. It's been a month, has been too long, and I missed interviewing with my friends and colleagues, and I'm so glad to be on. So one other thing I wanted to ask you about the pandemic, like how did you stay creative during the pandemic?
Mostly fear and I'm just kidding. I'd say, I think just I think I may have been born with a bit of a we'll just keep going kind of a thing. You know what I mean? I can't remember ever kind of being like, oh my God, let's wallow. Let's you know what I mean? I feel like whenever kind of life gives you that smack in the mush, you just gotta take it or roll with the punches, right? It's easy to just be like, oh my God, throw up your hands and cry around. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's sometimes good. But for me, it just was like, okay, well, one foot in front of the other. Let's just keep going and see what happens once we get out of this whole scene here.
Yeah, that's so true. And just thinking back the past 2 years when the world like actually shut down, that was a really scary time for all of us musicians, and all of our gigs got canceled. And I was like, well, what are we gonna do now? And, I don't want people to forget about us. That's how this show came about, because of that reason. But because the world's opening up, I'm still gonna go ahead and continue interviewing really awesome musicians like yourself. I know you've been. I know you're a real excellent singer-songwriter, and which leads me to my next question is you've been getting really good reviews from websites. Can you tell us about some of them on your new song, your new album that you just released?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been hearing a couple good things. You know what? There's a couple real good things from from an artist standpoint, is when you hear another artist have something good to say, or feedback. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be good, but there's two artists that have graciously agreed to I guess endorse the album, and one is Crystal Shawanda, and the other is Julian Taylor, and the kind of things that they both had to say about the album, it just makes you feel good, right? Hearing especially people because I mean, if you think about Crystal Shawanda, that's top tier talent right there, and I hadn't known about Julian Taylor until the last maybe months ago anyways, and I was just like, wow, this guy's got it too. You know what I mean? Like as far as having that thing that Crystal Shawanda has, you know what I mean? That I guess it's called talent, right? That awesome talent, right? So but they both had really nice things to say about the album, and I just look up to Crystal Shawanda immensely. Her story, had a chance to hear. You might have been there too. It was at one of the things, anyways, and she had a chance to stand up in front of a bunch of emerging artists and tell her story, and just so humble and so down to earth, and just a massive talent, and when you have people like herself and Julie and Taylor saying good things about what you're doing, it's just awesome. It feels so good, and it's just I'm trying to think of the word, probably validating or whatever, I don't know. Not that you need that, but it just helps. It helps to hear good things like that, and to know that, okay, you're on the right track of the things that you're up to. So
I totally agree. Yeah, I totally. It's like one of the highest compliments when you get a compliment from one of your peers, because they know how hard you work, and when they appreciate your music, and they tell you, it's really wonderful. And I'm just going to read some of the comments that are coming in. Kim Stafford said, for sure, awesome album, JC. Kim from Kansas gave a heart. Kim
Kansas
Stafford
City
says, you're all wonderful, and acknowledgement. So thank you for being part of the conversation. Are you ready for your second song?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's go back to that title song then. It's a song called Lately, and this was definitely one of the ones that was written in the midst of that whole pandemic scene there. I can remember sitting in the van after coming up with the idea for this kind of song, and just going off of a feeling, the uncertainty, the fear, and the whatever, and throughout the process of writing the song, wanted to find a bit of light at the end. You know what I mean? So to some it may sound a little bit sad, at first, whatever. But the real message in the song is that just hang in there and just keep going, keep one foot in front of the other, and stay hopeful. But a song called Lately. Lately, I feel like writing a sad song again. Lately, I feel like laying down the saddest lines for all the world to hear. And I don't care what comes out, all I wanna do is smile and take my inhibition, show them the way, let my inner wisdom say the things I need to say, give myself the freedom to come back to life, get down to the good stuff, take control of what's inside, and I don't care what comes out, all I wanna do is right. Take my inhibitions, show them the way, let my inner wisdom say the things I need to say, give myself the freedom to come back to life, get down to the good stuff, take control of what's inside, and I won't care what comes out, all I wanna do is smile. Lately, yeah, lately, hit the piano. Blink.
That's an awesome song. That's a really
Thank
good song. It kind of has like a bluesy feel and soul feel to it. I like it. Great song.
It's got that JC vibe to it.
Yeah, that's for sure. It has your trademark twang. Bluesiness in there. It's really good. I like it.
Thank you.
Awesome. So where are some of your upcoming gigs happening?
Well, on the horizon, the next two, one is going to be at Hoop and Holler in Portage la Prairie.
Okay.
That's going to be August 27th. And I think I'll start off the day with a 60-minute set there. 60 minutes is sometimes a little bit intimidating, but you talk enough, and you get through it.
Tell some stories and talk. That's how I get through my long sets. I tell some res stories.
yeah.
True res stories. They're not made up.
Yeah, the good stuff right there. Right?
Yeah.
But I could just sing songs straight through too. I mean, I do have a lot of songs, but and then that same weekend, it's still. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen anyways. But there's another one called the Gentle Folk Fest, and that's in Toulon, Manitoba, and I'm pretty sure I'll be on the Saturday or the Sunday out there as well. So those are the next two things that I have coming up. As far as music goes, I got a couple of big announcements to make in the coming, I'd say, weeks that are going to just blow some minds.
Oh, good. I'm looking forward to hearing, and make sure you post it on Indigenous Superstars. Because
yes, okay, yeah.
Exciting
news, I think it's getting to be a creative mode here soon too. So I think some new songs will be coming, of course. But I haven't sat down to really dig into that yet, but that's going to be coming soon. I got some inspiring stuff coming up, so I'm sure that some songs are going to be coming, some new songs, and I have a few on the go. But as far as music goes, those two are the dates, and that's where things are at. I'm hopeful and thankful for the things that are happening with this latest release. I've even done some foodie kind of article kind of things where I give my opinions on a couple of restaurants in Winnipeg kind of thing. There was another one that I just writing kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Not so much music, but just flexing the brain muscles there with some wordage. Cool.
Well, it sounds like you've been really busy, and sounds like you're going to be busy probably touring your new album for sure. Yes. It sounds pretty exciting.
Fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah. So do you have any we're coming towards the end of the show. Do you have any parting words you'd like to say to the fans out there?
Well, to everybody out there, be careful still, you know what I mean? I would say just be careful. I know, you look around and you see stadiums full of people not wearing masks and people doing their daily without whatever there like that. And I think for me anyways, I'm still going to wear a mask when I'm out there. And just because I haven't, knock on some wood, I haven't got the COVID yet. If by chance I somehow catch it, I want to try to keep it from spreading around, and I want to do my part like I have been. And I guess my advice is just to be safe, everybody, still. And we're not totally out of this here yet. There's rises that are happening. There's situations that are going on globally, and if we just still be a little bit careful, then hopefully soon there'll be just none of this at all. So just be patient, I guess, and be careful.
That's awesome. It's good advice. Where can the fans find your music?
ThatJCGuy.com is the website, and you can hear all my songs on there pretty much. Even the latest single, Walk in Love's on there. I ain't gonna say. No, just kidding. But that one's on there, and all the latest singles that I had done prior to the album, and all my other albums are on there. So if you want to just kill some time and listen to some tunes, click on that jcguy.com, and you can hear them all. I'm not charging yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Well, I want to thank you for being my 101st guest. It's
My pleasure.
It's been quite a ride, and it's been awesome. And I'm going to continue, even though the world is opening up, because a lot of musicians that still need to be interviewed, and I absolutely love interviewing my friends and my family.
Please
So
do. Please do.
I just said, so stay safe, stay healthy. My next guest in 2 weeks is going to be Natasha Stevenson from Moody Times 2. And the reason why is because I'm going to be in in Las Vegas next week. So I'm going to be at the Grammys, and I'm going to be busy with that. But I'm going to go live. I'm actually going to go live on Indigenous Superstars when we go to the Grammys, walking towards the Grammys. So I want everyone to experience it with me as well, what's going on at the Grammys. So that's what's happening.
Awesome.
Thanks again, JC.
My pleasure. Safe travels out there, eh?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can meet up soon.
Yes. Miss you.
Miss you too. I guess say.
Tune in again next time when Rhonda interviews another up-and-coming Indigenous superstar. Only on Indigenous Superstar.